And welcome back, everyone, to Let's Play Final Fantasy VIII. This is the last episode. Here we are, the post-time compression world credits. What happened to everyone, especially the characters we killed off? And Irvine says, let's go back to our time. Did we ever get told, really, how to go back to our time? Oh, Zell's apparently still alive, doing some running like Zell does. And Zell says, just calm down and think where we have to go. Selphie says, don't pick the wrong time. And Quistis is going to say, don't fall into a time warp. Which we had no instruction about. There's Renoa, so gang's all here except for one person, of course. Time. Place. Who I want to be with. Yeah, I want to go where Squall and I promised. Squall. Squall, where are you? Oh, there he is. Okay, so there's Squall. Doing his best jogging. So he hears Renoa's voice, apparently. Yeah, where are you? You're not with everyone else. So I guess the theory in this world is the time is decompressing because we defeated Ultimacia. Oh, and it's Squall chasing Squall. Yeah, he wants to go find a loan, because that's what Squall was all about at that age. Oh, and it's Idea. I don't remember her being in this. Yep, Idea's house. Oh, this is where we were gonna meet, Renoa. Have you seen a little boy? Squall says, you don't have to worry, that boy won't go anywhere. How do you know that, creeper? So right now we're flashing back to when Idea acquired the sorceress's powers, basically. I think, anyway. Yep. So this is when pretty sure this is when she accepts the powers. Yep. So it is kind of funny that the sorceress matron encountered, at her death, it looks like. Was it Idea? Or was it, Ultimacia? They never actually, talk about that. And she'll take on the powers because she doesn't want one of the children to take the powers. Yeah, it is Ultimacia. I totally forgot about that. So, Matron takes Ultimacia's powers at her death, at our hands in the future. That's pretty cool. I totally had forgotten that it was Ultimacia. I literally had forgotten that until just about now. Nope, it's not the end. Oh, you mean like the end of Ultimacia? Yes. And Squall tells Matron he's a seed from Balam Garden, and that is where she gets the idea from Seed and Garden. And he's gonna say they were your ideas, but they were actually because you put it in her head, Squall. It's a nice little full circle, literal Final Fantasy VIII for you. So yeah, Squall apparently came back after defeating Ultimacia, saw Matron or Idea take Ultimacia's powers, and then put the idea for Seed and Garden in her head. Yeah, you're from the future. Please return. You don't belong here. And there's younger Squall just looking for a loan. Oh, it's got to be so cringy to look at your past self. Yeah, he's nobody. You don't need to know. He's leaving. Do you know where to go back to? Do you know how? Will you be alright by yourself? And Squall says he'll be alright. He gives her the little seed salute that they do. And off they go. And Squall says, I'll be okay because I'm not alone. So he finally accepts that he needs other people. That is really kind of cool. I totally had forgotten that it was Ultimacia that passed her powers to Matron back when we were a kid. Excuse me. And she passed them to us because we defeated her in the future. And now Squall's calling out for everyone and says, oh, am I alone? It's gotta be kind of trippy to have to run in, like, complete darkness. You know, which way's up, which way's down, you don't know if you're falling. Oh, but we can take the elevator down, apparently. That's good. Alright, nice graphics time. So we guess the world is still kind of decompressing. Basically, these upcoming scenes, it's going to look like Squall is tripping balls. So it looks like we're on some dirt flat, maybe a salt flat. Let's, maybe the Great Salt Lake. Let's walk, Great Salt Lake. Let's walk forward and see what's going on. Just walking. You know, I really want to play the Proclaimers. I would walk 100 miles or 1,000 miles, whatever that song is, or 500 miles. I don't remember. But, you know, it would take away from the seriousness of the situation. Well, apparently we've reached the end. And even though we were walking for a long time, we're on this really small island now. It's kind of like the island that we fought Ultimation Griever on. And there's Renoa looking for us. So she is actually at the spot where we said we would meet. And the storms make us, make it seem like it's still not our world. So she's looking for us, and we're just kind of over here, doing our own thing. The feather, the symbol of Renoa, of course. So now is when he's going to start tripping. So he's trying to call out to Renoa, I think. So she turns around and her face gets all, yeah. Dancing with the Balonfish, or Dance of the Balonfish, whatever the song's called. Waltz of the Balonfish, I believe. So we can't really have Renoa come into focus, so I think these are supposed to be his memories of her. That's kind of freaky. That's such a cool video sequence. And so this is when the game considers us actually having defeated the game. And this is why this video will probably be monetized, because of the actual music. In case you haven't been following along, as Renoa walks up to what she thinks is Squall's lifeless body, this is the song by her mother. It's Julia singing Eyes on Me. I don't know if that's supposed to be her singing, or just saying Squall. And she's gonna shed a tear, and that's gonna solve the time compression of the world, I guess. So now she's smiling. Is Squall okay? You're not gonna show us, are you? No, there's Cypher, apparently fishing. Yeah, they never explain, like, if Cypher was under a trance, if everything's just kind of forgiven after he tried to run the world with Galbadia. You can see they're catching Balam fish outside of Balam, or at least Raijin does, and Fujin decides, well, we'll just have him go for a swim to make Cypher feel better. So they're not saying if really all's forgiven, although I guess so, but he's not on the garden with everyone else, because that is Balam Garden. Oh, there's Laguna. He was finally able to leave Estar, even though he couldn't to save someone's life earlier in the game. And that's Rain. So, once again, in case you forgot, that's Squall's parents right there. Those are Squall's parents, I should say. And he gets flustered, so he starts to walk away. Guess that's him proposing? Or some weird marriage thing they do in Wind Hill? I don't know. So this is him visiting her grave, apparently. And there's the rest of his family, Kyros and Ward off in the distance, with Alone approaching him. And once again, we've given up the Ragnarok, now we're just cruising around in the garden. So what becomes of the garden? Because garden was designed to fight the sorceress, and we just took care of that. Is it just an expensive boarding school now? Alright, so we're going to start the credits here. And while the credits are going on, we're going to get a little home video of the party that's going on at VIII Garden. Selfie taking over the camera, so we got Irvine and Quistis talking. Irvine doing his little Irvine dancing. And hogging the limelight of the camera. Quistis pushes Irvine away, and he's like, "What's going on?" Oh, she's going to talk to Headmaster Sid. Okay. Still looks like Robin Williams. So he raises his glass to Selfie, who's directing the video. And right there is Hidea. That's Matron. Remember, it's Sid's wife. They came up with the idea for garden that was given to them by Squall. So Irvine and Quistis are going to give her a proper salute. Or at least bow, I think they do. Alright, Irvine decides, let's switch up camera people, and gives Selfie his hat. Apparently doesn't know how to hold a camera properly, though. There we go. Irvine and the other girls waving at him. And then Selfie sees something. Zell finally getting his hot dogs at the end of the game. But he's eating a little bit too fast, so he's starting to choke. Nothing to drink. And that's the pigtail girl that was really infatuated with him throughout the game. We're fine. Everyone runs away, everyone except for Irvine. Alright. Oh, there's Angelo heading off to the screen. Let's go follow him. Maybe we'll find a nice happy couple there. There's Renoa. But of course we're running out of battery. Don't worry, there's another little post-credit scene to go through, so that's it's Final Fantasy VIII. I told you I was gonna really break the game, and I think you can agree I did. I could have made it more difficult, but once you learn the strategies of that early drawing and leveling up with Cypher, it's really hard to not take advantage of it. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. I still learned a couple things, so that's not, it's always good. I definitely know this game a lot more than Final Fantasy VII, even though I like Final Fantasy VII pretty much just as much. As far as what's upcoming, I don't really know. It's currently the middle of July now, and early in August. Like, if you're American, I think it's Tuesday after Labor Day, which is the beginning of September, not August. I'll be starting up my last semester of nursing school, so I'm going to be pretty heavily focused on that. I do have a couple ideas of what I would like to do after nursing school, but I'm definitely not going to stop. Definitely not going to start an LP until sometime at the end of the year at the earliest. I was thinking either Metal Gear Solid. It's not an RPG, but, it's a game I enjoyed playing. I would, of course, show you both endings, too. In case you've never played Metal Gear Solid, you get 2 different endings depending on what you do, and then you start the game with an item based on the ending. You can start the game either with invisibility or an unlimited ammo clip. So, those are my two choices right there. That's one of my choices. The other one is Lunar Silver Star Story, which is probably going to wind up winning out. But let's go ahead and watch this ending scene. There he is. Squall's alive. And is finally going to get to first base. Awesome. So this is officially the end. I hope you guys enjoyed it. As always, thank you for watching.